Hello everyone, and welcome to my CBS Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. When Finn suggests they allow Sheila to see Hayes under supervision, Steffiy foresees disaster. After slamming Dylan in the face, Elektra fled to yell at Will. Will is informed by Elektra that it is repulsive that he and Dylan shared a bed on the couch. They didn't have intercourse, he claims. She is unconcerned. Just a few days after she ended their relationship, he continued to violate her by having another lady in his home. He acknowledges that he is a mess. She believed he was in love with her. Will informs her that she has already abandoned him 3 or 4 times. What should he do because she already stated that they would never reconcile? She claims that he allowed her best friend to entice him. Elektra acknowledges that she hit Dylan because she was so repulsed by her. She is horrified that he gave in so quickly and kissed her, or whatever. He reiterates that he didn't go all the way. He's not sure how much longer he can put up with her leaving him. How is she able to continue wasting their lives? She charges him of placing the blame on her. He reminds her that she made the decision to leave him. Will asks her to return to him because all he wants is to be with Wee. RJ enters and starts chatting to Dylan about work before realizing she's upset. She says that because of what she did, her relationship would never be the same. What did she do? He asks. She questions whether the family's claim that the Forresters and Spencers don't get along is accurate. She acknowledges that she was there for him as they discuss Will's goodness. What does that mean? RJ wonders. Dylan describes Will as a compassionate man. She had to look after him since he looked after her. Although they didn't go all the way, she acknowledges that they spent the night together. RJ is certain that Elektra will be devastated. Sheila dropped down on her knees and pleaded to be included in their lives, Steffiy tells Finn. That is not possible. She is afraid for her mother and that Sheila would lose her temper. Finn doesn't want her to be anxious. When she has to take a plane to Monaco, she doesn't want to worry about this. Sheila doesn't deserve a place in their lives, and neither he nor she can accept that. He claims that by appeasing Sheila a little, they could keep things under control. They may allow her visits under close supervision. No. Steffiy says. It would be safer, in his opinion. She continues to decline. She tells Sheila she can never be a part of their lives and commands him to manage his emotions. According to Steffiy, her warning signs are sounding. If they don't cut Sheila off, bad things will happen. He tells her that he will handle this and that he is treating it seriously. Sheila is shocked to see Lee and hopes she could see Hayes. She assures Lee that she has the power to alter that. She has no one else to turn to. She needs their son because her life has been destroyed. Lee claims that Steffiy owes her nothing and that she is not responsible for anything that occurred. Sheila claims that Steffiy doesn't seem to care how hard she tries to show that she has changed. What should she do? All she wants is what Lee possesses. Her dream is that. She implores her to assist. Steffiy would never change her mind, but Lee would lend a hand if she could. Her chances are not favorable. Sheila says, I'm begging, but I'm wrong, taking their hands. All she needs is one more opportunity. Lee's amazing discovery, Will's desperation, and the disaster prediction. This is a recap of the Bold and the Beautiful. Steffiy Forrester Finnegan makes a somber prophecy in the episode. Will Spencer tries to clarify in the meanwhile. Elektra Forrester finds it repulsive that Will slept on the couch with Melissa Dillon. Will clarifies that nothing occurred. The woman says that just a few days after their breakup, Will moved in with another girl. Will acknowledges that he is a mess. Elektra believed he was in love with her. Will claims that she is the one who consistently betrays him. More than once. What should he do since Elektra stated that they will never reconcile? The man does have a point, though. Elektra believes Will gave in to temptation. Oh, my brother. Dylan was slapped by Elektra. You're a badass now, oh. Elektra is horrified. Will claims that all of her walkouts on him are too much for him. She continues to discard their lives. Elektra continues to play the victim. Will informs her that she made the decision to go. Is she prepared to return to him at this point? Dylan gives RJ Forrester an update at work. It suggests that the Spencers and Forresters don't get along, but not completely. Dylan claims that she supported Will last night. RJ wants her to go into more detail. Will is extremely sensitive, according to Dylan. They looked out for one another. Even if they didn't go all the way, Elektra is still heartbroken. Steffi tells John Finnegan about Sheila Carter kneeling down to beg at home. It is not possible. When Steffi travels to Monaco, she doesn't want to worry about her family. Sheila will never fit into their lives, according to Steffi. She shouts that Finn is also not permitted to believe it. Finn proposes that they give Sheila highly controlled visits in order to appease her. Freaking out, Steffi declines. It would be safer, according to Finn. Steffi continues to refuse. Steffi tells her attractive husband to keep his emotions in check. Finn must assure Sheila that it won't occur. Steffi claims that Sheila will cause something horrible to occur. It's palpable in her bones. Finn will handle it. Sheila and Lee Finnegan converse at the hospital. Sheila longs to see Finnegan, Hayes Forrester. Sheila needs Lee's assistance with that. Sheila claims her life has been ruined while seated in the doctor's chair. Her family is essential to her. Steffi owes Lee nothing, according to Lee. Sheila complains, what is she supposed to do? Sheila aspires to have a family, just like Lee. Sheila implores her for assistance. Lee would if she could, but Steffi won't be persuaded. Sheila pleads for one more opportunity. Sheila's last-ditch effort is already doomed. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, she is obviously wasting her time because nothing will change at this point. Naturally, Sheila Carter is the subject of our discussion because she is making every effort to get Steffi Forrester to open up to her. But if there's one thing we've discovered about Steffi over the years, it's that once she's finished, there's no going back. We are, after all, discussing the same Sheila who shot her own son, Finn, instead of killing Steffi. Steffi is not going to simply move on from the past and forget about that portion. Sheila, on the other hand, is determined to make things work regardless of how difficult they may be. Naturally, a lot of fans of The Bold and the Beautiful had a lot to say about the issue on social media. Some even said, yes, why, Sheila, in their comments. I could spend a lot of restless nights trying to solve that one. Well, there was that one instance where you shot Steffi and her husband and left them for dead, but you did apologize, right? Shouldn't Steffi be past that? I will say that even though there are many things I don't like about Steffi, I do like how she stands up for her family and has such a firm stance with Sheila, commented another critic. Additionally, there was this comment, I do think the story would become interesting if maybe Steffi gave Sheila a chance and instead of Sheila going crazy or losing her mind, she saves Steffi's family from something. But then again, where's the drama in all that? I kind of miss the evil Sheila, but it is nice to see her turn a new leaf. On the other hand, fans of B&B will only need to watch every single day to find out what happens next. Is Dylan going too far by taking Will's heart, or is Elektra being overly controlling? According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, viewers may disagree on who to support in the most recent plot involving Elektra Forrester and Melissa Dillon. Do you think Elektra is being too controlling in this situation, or do you believe that Dylan went too far? When Elektra left Will Spencer and said that their reunion would never take place, she inflicted a terrible blow. Elektra is supporting her family above the guy she loves, which devastates Will. Naturally, Elektra was also alarmed by Will's violent inclinations, which contributed to their breakup, but she still has a deep understanding of his heart. If Elektra were willing to stand up to the Forresters, she could still be with Will, but instead she's following orders. Dylan has a fantastic opportunity that she can't pass up now that Will is single and needs to move on. Dylan has already begun attacking Will in an attempt to convince him that she might be his way forward. Dylan's actions are somewhat tacky and a major violation of her friendship with Elektra. Given all the turmoil that transpired when Dylan was residing on the beach home property, we can see why Elektra is furious with him. However, now that Elektra has cleaned her hands of Will, she has no say over who he might move on with. We can understand Dylan's desire to prioritize her own happiness and pursue her true desires because she has been yearning for Will for some time. Since Will comes from an affluent family and is attractive, there are always lots of ladies willing to approach him. Dylan is already in hot chase because if she doesn't move quickly, she might lose the opportunity to be with Will. Dylan seems to be okay with it as long as Elektra gets her man, even though it could end their relationship permanently. Elektra took away her right to discuss Will's dating life when she broke up with him, regardless of whether Dylan's betrayal of a friend was right or wrong. In this convoluted plot, who are you cheering for? Do you believe Dylan should continue to pursue Will's heart or give up like Elektra wants? According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Elektra and Dylan's conflict may result in some startling revelations and intensifying tension, so keep checking back. Will defends the night with Dylan after Lee warns Sheila. Lee Finnegan will get an opportunity to comment on Sheila Carter's issues, according to The Bold and the Beautiful. In the meantime, Will Spencer attempts to justify his behavior with Melissa Dillon while handling Elektra Forrester's rage. Sheila has returned home to John Finnegan after Steffi Forrester Finnegan reaffirmed her rejection of her, and she seeks confirmation that he agrees with her choice. Finn is aware that Steffi has no intention of allowing Sheila into their lives, but he has also thought about the chance that Sheila has truly changed. Steffi won't back down from this, therefore she will insist on proof that Finn is still on her side and will continue to take a strong stance. Steffi will struggle with greater worries about the harm Sheila poses because she hasn't been willing to let this go this far. In Friday's B&B episode, Steffi will still remain tense despite Finn's attempts to minimize it. Sheila, on the other hand, will confide in Lee. Sheila will be upset that Steffi rejected her once more and wish her daughter-in-law would give her another chance to show that she has improved. Sheila won't comprehend why Steffi can't see past Sheila's transgressions the way Lee did. Lee may caution Sheila that pushing too hard will only backfire and cause additional problems because she will provide some advice on Friday's episode. Sheila struggles with patience and self-control, so if Lee asks her to back off, she might find it difficult. Sheila may soon take some more daring actions that could find her in hot water because of her incredibly intense desire for her family. Speaking of getting into trouble, Will is currently dealing with Elektra's ire over his evening with Dylan, who admitted to making out with him before dozing off on the couch. For Elektra, it was more than sufficient, even though nothing else occurred. In addition, Elektra concerns that Dylan may have crossed additional limits because she doesn't trust him anymore. Elektra just arrived at the beach home to meet Will, who will hastily provide an explanation on Friday's episode. Elektra will still view this as a betrayal even though Will confirm Dylan's claim that they merely fell asleep together on the couch. Given that Elektra slapped Dylan, it's possible that she may smack May as well. If Will and Dylan are both ready to hurt her in this way, Elektra might also contend that they deserve one another. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Elektra will bring bad news when she refuses to accept Will's request for forgiveness.